let me share the gold nugget of hospice care, hospice services that are available to you, your loved one, and not just for end of life. This is the whole message to this is hospice is not just for end of life. Most people equal hospice to end of life within the last month or so of a person's life, but services could be available to your loved one for multiple years. It's for people who have healthcare issues or health issues that most likely will not improve. So, for example, a person has COPD and they're on oxygen and they're being medicated and maintained, but will they recover to full health? No. Person has had a stroke, lost the use of, a side or whatever. They have had, they may receive some therapy, but will they improve to what they were before? No. And so what is available to them in the home, within assisted living and within nursing facilities is supplemental care from hospice agencies that will come in and send an additional nurse, a social worker out to see if there's anything that's needed. A chaplain will come in to talk and just, and it doesn't have to be spiritual. It can just be to talk. Bath aid or a care aid multiple times a week to provide assistance with baths and showers, clothes, helping them with their daily living requirements. And it's in addition to, so if a person is in assisted living or if they're in a nursing home, you can still have a hospice agency that will come in and assist and provide additional care. Say if they get sick, maybe if they, come down with some kind of illness, they can come in and be specifically with your loved one. Even if you're there, they can be additional assistance. Hey, when I made that video, it was actually January 2022. And I think it was February 2022, and it is now January 2025. Okay, let me emphasize again, hospice is not just for end of life. When I made that video, my mother had just probably been on hospice care for probably about 7 months at that point. Okay. Then she came off of hospice care. And that is another thing about hospice. They will evaluate you pretty frequently and make a determination if you should or should not remain on hospice care. So my mother came off of hospice, I believe sometime later in 2022, mostly because she didn't want to be on hospice. She needed their assistance, but she didn't want the assistance. It was hard for her to wrap hospice around in her mind. But they did let her know that if there ever comes a time again that you may need our services, we will be here for you. She heard that, she remembered that, she brought that up. So now, again, it is now January 2025. My mother went back on hospice for under a different diagnosis back in September of 2024. She's doing fine. She didn't want to get on it again. It's a mindset thing, but she needed it. What she needed it for, again, it's not because we're at her bedside looking to feel like, oh, any day now. It's because of the services that she needs. She's still in assisted living. They don't always have enough help. These and the nurses within assisted living, they come and bring meds, but they're not skilled nursing. It's not a skilled nursing facility in which they're doing wound care, in which they're really double checking her for certain things because of her health condition. She initially went in hospice under a diagnosis of because she had a stroke, and because of the fact that my mom does not ever want to go to the hospital to get treated for things that at times she needs to go to the hospital for. That is another reason that a person could and possibly should be placed on hospice if they have a health condition that will not improve and they never want to go to the hospital. that tells you that they are not seeking things that possibly could help sustain their health or improve their health. So even if they cannot cognitively understand that hospice is beneficial for them, you as a care provider sometimes have to step up and realize, but they still need care. They need to be looked after. They still get medications to treat issues, changes in medications to help even improve issues, but really to help sustain them. Um, Even if they need to go to the hospital at times. It's not that a person is on hospice and if they need to go to the hospital, they don't go. So I think people should get educated on it. I'm here coming several years later to let you know, yeah, it's not always for end of life. It's to help you help your loved one. Again, with the supplies that's provided. Again, my mom has been having an issue with feeling comfortable in her bed. She no longer can easily get in and out of the bed by herself, and she's always been feeling like it's the bed, it's the bed. Really, as her abilities have changed. But her hospice nurse, she spoke to her hospice nurse, who was able to order a more deluxe hospital mattress that has actually been helping my mom get better sleep. So I'm coming in a couple of years later from this initial part of this video to let you know that hospice is a service that your family member could benefit from. And even think of yourself in the future, that you don't have to be afraid of the word. Educate yourself now so you don't have to leave services on the table that I'm going to say that you paid for. And the reason I say that is because it's Medicare A that covers hospice care. Medicare A is something that once you become a certain age, everyone gets automatically. You don't even sign up for it. You are entitled to it. So you don't have to pay for it out of your Social Security, your annuity income. It is covered. So that is because you've already been paying into it, just like you pay into Social Security. So don't leave these services on the table because you're afraid of the word. It just doesn't make sense. And let's utilize what's there and what can assist our family members while we still have an opportunity, and while it can do them some good. I just wanted to share that. If anybody, I'm not going to look it up now, but you could do your own research, and we understand that. Let's just use the example of Jimmy Carter, who recently passed away at the age of 100. Look it up, and I can tell you now, he was on hospice way longer than 6 months, okay, with the diagnosis of cancer, some type of cancer. So, and again, I made the video back in 2022. My mother had initially started hospice care approximately May of 2021, was on it about a year, came off of it, and then just got back on it again. So come on, I'm trying to help you, okay? And please share this video if this is helpful. My channel, I'm a woman over 55, not over 55. Oop, take that back. I am a woman who will be 55 this year. I have a lot of interesting hobbies to me. I share my interests. I share my opinion. You'll see me doing videos at times and doing other things, but kind of talking to you about my opinion about what's going on in the world or my thoughts of the day. But one of the topics that you'll hear me talk about is me being a care provider for my mom. Yes, even though she's in assisted living, I am her care provider. I take care of her finances. I help when I visit her. I bring her the things that she needs. I check on her. I'm there for her. I'm her advocate. And I believe that a lot of people who are in our age group, this is what we do. So I encourage you to follow my channel just to see the different things that I'm involved in. But if this topic is of interest to you, follow for that reason as well. You all have a great day.